Look, I'm not doing anything right now. Claude Cowork is organizing dozens of invoices into folders directly in my MacBook by itself, and I will show you exactly how to do it. But first, pay attention on how to properly install Claude Cowork on your desktop so you don't lose your data. We are going to open Claude on your desktop. You have the work in a folder option. You need to make sure that any documents that you are going to give, that you have first a backup somewhere, and you need to constrain Cowork to work in a specific folder. So what we are going to do is to create this folder. The way I did it, I created a folder called Claude Workspace. I have 3 subfolders. I have the context folder where I put my context documents, for example, anything about you, your tone, or anything specific about your company. Then you have the output folder where you will ask Claude Cowork to download their outputs. And then you have the projects. Project could be, for example, if you want to work on a reconciliation, you can create a subfolder reconciliation. Really important, any data you will put inside, for example, invoices, Excel files, presentation, make a backup in another folder, because this folder where Claude Cowork has access, something bad could happen where Claude Cowork can delete the file that you gave in this folder. And now that Claude is properly installed, we can do what you saw at the beginning of the video. Do you see how messy this folder is? It will be impossible to work with this, and I know a lot of people will have nightmare if they see that. Let's go in Claude Cowork to organize these invoices by months and currency. You need to choose the folder where you are going to work. You can even specify that you only want to choose this vendor invoice folder. So up to you. Here I can go and choose exactly this folder. And you can see the alert that we get. This is again a reminder that everything that will happen in this folder can be deleted and edited. Make sure you have a backup of the invoices that you just saved. So here's what I'm explaining in plain English to Cowork. I have a folder with invoices in PDF. I want to organize them in different folders per month. And then in each of this month, I want a folder per currency. And you see that here I'm choosing Sonnet because you don't need Opus for this type of task, and the advantage is that Sonnet uses less token. So now let's click, let's go. And I'm going to open here on the sidebar to see what is happening. This is the list of what Cowork is going to do. You see on the right side that we have our PDFs moving. It already created the folders live in front of us. I mean, I didn't touch anything. I had just enough time to explain you how this is working. And during this time, it moved all of the invoices, created all of the structure, and each invoice was read automatically to extract its invoice date and currency. No files were left unsorted. Let's check, for example, in January, if there is no mistake. So I'm opening January, it's classified Euro USD, and let's open, I don't know, like this one. It's Euro, it's January. It seems that it works for everything, and it took only 2 minutes. Let's go in the USD folder. This one, USD March. Imagine the time that you will have needed to do this manually by yourself. You could also ask Claude Cowork to rename all of the PDFs with the name, the date, and even the amount. That was a fun trick. But now, let me show you the real power of Claude Cowork. Now that we have our invoices organized, let's reconcile them against our bank statement. Let me show you how. Here's our Excel file with our bank statement, and we're going to use this for the reconciliation. So either you already have in your work folder, or you can add this file here in the discussion. I don't have it yet in my work folder, I'm adding it inside. I'm going to ask Claude Cowork to perform the reconciliation for us. This is what I'm going to prompt. Simply write, please perform the reconciliation between the invoices and the bank statement. And now let's look at the work done by Claude Cowork for us. You see, what is interesting, it just added a new skill, the reconciliation, and then it changed the to-do list at the top. First, reading the bank statement, then extracting the amount from the PDFs, and doing the reconciliation. And finally, you can see that it's going to generate an Excel file. So let's open the Excel file created. Look at this reconciliation. First thing, the feeling. It feels much more clear than any reconciliation I have seen done by humans. We have first the information who prepared that, for which period. We have the amount, so what is reconciled and what is the difference, and the explanation of the differences. We have 70 invoices that match, 3 where the amount mismatched, and 27 not paid yet. And then there is 8 transactions where there is no invoice. Let's see in matched. Here we can see that we have the invoice number, we have the vendor, so that was added by Claude Cowork, and next to it we have the bank payment date and the bank amount. And here, really interesting, it even said there is a duplicate invoice number in the folder. Finally, we have this outstanding invoices where there was nothing paid yet. So that's also interesting for us to accrue them, to make sure that we are going also to pay them. And finally, those are the transactions on the bank statement for which we didn't find an invoice yet. This was our first iteration. Imagine if you add context documents and if you improve your prompt, your reconciliation will jump from 70% done to 80, 90, even 95% done. Here, really important, to be able to do this reconciliation, the best way, you need to install some skills coming from specific plugins. I know it might be complicated, but just follow me for 2 seconds. You just need to click on 2 buttons. First, you go to Customize, then you see here you can browse plugins, and then you go to Finance. Here, for me, you see the button Manage because I already installed it, but when you want to install something, you see the black button Install. Then when you click inside, you can see all of the different tasks you can do, but also the skills. And the one we are interested in is the reconciliation. So let's click on it. And here you can see the description of the skill. And thanks to these instructions that are inside this skill, our reconciliation is going to be much better because it's specially made for finance reconciliation. So make sure you have installed the finance plugin before you start your reconciliation. As long as the finance plugin is installed, you don't need to do anything else because Claude will recognize itself from your prompt to pull the reconciliation skill into this task. Now we saw that Claude Cowork can create Excel files, but this is nothing compared to what I'm going to show you next. This is a normal consolidation file for 2025, where we consolidated the P&Ls of some countries. The way it's done with formulas. You can see here, we do the sum between India and Canada, and we add the eliminations, because of course, as some countries might sell to other ones. This consolidation is finished for 2025, but now we are in 2026, and we want to realize the same consolidation. Let's see if Cowork can help us with this. For 2026, I just received from every country their data. For example, France, I open and I have the new data. And India, I will also open and I have also their data. Now, what I want is to have the new company consolidation for 2026 based off this input. I'm going back to Claude Cowork. I'm going to write, please recreate the company consolidation file for 2026 based on the 2026 input from all countries plus the eliminations. And I'm going to choose my consolidation project. So here I selected the company consolidation project. Like this, I'm sure that it's only focusing on this data. Now let's click, let's go. Let's imagine that we forgot to ask to create a graph based on the 2026 data. So I can add here with a plus, a recommended change, and I can say add a graph on the company consolidated data for the revenue. And I'm adding to the queue. And you can see now in the list of tasks to perform, I have my new task, add revenue chart to the console sheet. I really like this option because I don't have to wait that it's done. I can just ask while it's working. It will also save us time because I don't have to rerun it later. While we wait for Claude Cowork, if you're a CFO or a fractional CFO and you find this valuable, I want to invite you to my next masterclass this Tuesday. To join, just click the link in the description below. Oh, this is working. We have our file. So let's click because we see a preview here, but I prefer to see it in Excel. First impression is that we have our graph. On top of the revenue, it added the net income, and you can see that it's linked to the data. Now the question is, did it keep the formula? And yes, it did keep the formula. It also updated the year, 2026. Eliminations are there. We have the data for India, for Netherlands, for Italy, and everywhere it added the headers because there was no headers in the original files, and it took the same data. You can make a quick verification for USA, $467,000. Let's open the original file, and what do we see? Exactly the same figure. This means that in a few minutes, Claude Cowork was able to build a new Excel file, update all of the dates, and bring all of the source files from all the countries and keep the same structure to have our 2025 files plus the input of 2026 into a totally new file ready to analyze. Now that we have created our consolidation file in Excel, we need to present it. Here's my PowerPoint template with my branding guidelines, and I want to use this to create my presentation. In the same discussion where we created the consolidation file, I'm just continuing and I'm going to ask to work on this. I'm uploading the PowerPoint file. This is what I'm going to prompt. Prepare a financial review presentation comparing 2026 with 2025. And first I want it at company level, and then one slide per country. And really important, I want to use the details per country to explain the company level changes. Let's launch Claude Cowork on this task. That's it. Our presentation is finished. Let's open it to see how good or bad Claude Cowork did this. So first impression, it looks neat, but it didn't follow exactly my branding. I asked for executive summary on the company level. We have it, and we find the same figures. And I like the fact that we have 3 figures, because often the executive summary is super long and it's not a summary. Then we have the first P&L, also comparing 2025 with 26, and this is what I asked, and we didn't prepare that before, so it calculated that by itself. Then we have the comparison showing the difference for each country. Here I would have done differently. I would have put the biggest country on the left, and now we have the country analysis like we asked. So we see the growing countries and the declining countries. Actually, like this, I never thought about doing it like this, so quite smart. We see that the presentation, even though it didn't keep my own style, it has a consistency in terms of font and color. And now for each country we have a scorecard showing the total revenue. I'm quite impressed that in a few minutes it could do this presentation. I really like the aspect of the scorecard by country. It's not yet perfect in terms of keeping my branding guidelines. It doesn't have any narratives inside, but we didn't give any context why the revenue changed or the EBITDA changed. So in terms of design, in terms of showing the financial data in a proper way, I'm really impressed. Again, because you work on finance, you need to make sure here that the data is correct. Use AI to help you audit that. Ask to give you the Excel file behind, because you want to make sure that the comparison and the deltas are the same one. But we can all agree this is a huge time saver, and I don't know a lot of people that can do a presentation that pretty. Check the link in the description below to join my next masterclass this Tuesday. It's free, I count on you to come. Thank you so much for watching. But remember, robots are coming, so stay human.